Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Conversations podcast.
I thought I was about to say Concast podcast then. I felt it in your bones.
You know, I actually looked over there and I saw it.
Yeah, there was a little pause there. I was like, he's going to say it.
You've heard her already. We have got another guest this week, as we do every single episode.
Yeah, it'd be a bit of a boring podcast, wouldn't it? Yeah. It's me again.
It's me again.
This is my week, but
Talk mental health.
Yeah.
But no, this is an interesting one today because this is actually the first time I've had a family member on the podcast. Behold the great, the majestic Beth Tumber.
Big sis in the house.
And use either camera.
They'll both work.
That's like your one. Do you know when you I'm trying to think. It's not a sitcom. What's the type of show where like they have like a cutaway and you're talking to the fourth wall, and it's like The Office or something.
You know what he's like?
It's The Office. It's like Jim that looks at the camera going.
Now you said that, you'll get like 30 minutes of me. Just kind of,
Finn said something mildly dodgy.
What did you just ask me? That's really personal.
What the hell, bro? So, mental health. I'm joking.
Yeah. You're right or not? What?
But yeah, as you can tell, this is Beth, and you're the first family member to be on, and I'm so grateful.
Yeah, I'd like it to be known. If anyone else starts crawling out the woodworks,
Beth started
Beth was here first.
Beth was the one.
You're all welcome. Yeah.
And honestly, it would be lovely because
it would.
I mean, the closest we've had is kind of like some of Connor's best friends.
Yeah.
Who have known him at different stages, obviously. What we said about this is completely unplanned, this episode, which I find quite funny.
Going for it.
Yeah, we're just kind of just seeing where this conversation takes us. But our first point we kind of described would be obviously the fact that we're both Connor's sister. No, Connor was our brother.
Sibling. Yeah, Connor's our brother.
Oh yeah, you weren't Connor's brother. I'd be a bit worried.
Yeah. This is an announcement video. What? Yeah. Can you imagine?
No way. But
Sorry,
yeah,
kids.
obviously let's just dive back completely because I think this is what the podcast is about.
Yeah.
It's Connor. Well, not just about Connor. It's about mental health, but
it's a great basis.
Yeah, most of episodes I talk about other people's experiences with mental health, and but you can actually talk about Connor because you knew him, and I'd love to hear your kind of memories, experiences of Connor. I mean, let's go back all the way to
the year 2000, people. It was probably around 2000, I reckon.
Yes, because I was born in 2001.
Yes, you were.
And my parents' dad would have, they would have met up. Yeah, whatever.
No, yeah.
He'll be looking at the other one.
So it was me and our older brother James.
Yep.
Yeah, with our parents and our dad.
J-Man.
That went down the old shitter. 1999, but I think so I reckon it must have been around 2000.
They got married at least.
Yeah, they were.
My mum got
Fair
married.
play. Yeah, what are you? Oh no, hang on. Oh no, you were out when they got married, weren't you?
They
You were already born.
I'm a bastard.
Technically, you're about like my kids though, so you just gotta go with it.
Yeah, so Beth's my sibling that's got the two lovely kids.
Lovely kids, yeah. I'm the weird sister with the kids. I do feel that sometimes, when I come to like the tournament or any sort of big event, and obviously like I'm your sister, I'm Connor's sister, but like I'm not as well like known because I'm like over here, and I feel like I'm like, hey guys, I'm the secret surprise sister.
Oh god, yeah, no,
but in a nice way.
No.
To meet people, it's been really great.
Do you feel that actually because obviously like James hasn't got children, obviously I don't, do you actually mean say you're the weird sister?
No, but it's funny, isn't it? It's just like, oh yeah, I got a sister, she's got a couple of kids. It feels like a classic thing, and my sister's got kids, but yeah, I'm carrying the family line for everyone. Yeah.
You actually are.
Don't worry, guys.
You actually are, because we haven't got any.
They're not going to have any cousins. No cousins for you.
Cool uncles everywhere, though.
Oh, bless them. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, too many cousins. And uncles, rather.
Because Jack knows, and then, Jack mentions that because he's got a few nieces and nephews of himself, and, I say that I'm going to see you and stuff, and, like, he knows about, the kids and stuff, but...
Yeah.
Oh, no, I love them. They're so cute.
They're good. They're good kids. They're good kids.
But back to where we
were. Bit of a tangent. Yeah, so I think our dad rather met your mum. I think it was a single parents type thing, wasn't it? And you bring your kids along. Yeah.
Sorry, I actually want to know this, and I mean, I'm sure, like, I don't know if my mum watched it or dad will, I don't know, but they might correct on that.
Hang on a minute, guys.
It was actually this. I got told it was kind of like, was it a charity that had like days out like you'd meet single parents,
Ooh.
and so I heard this through what family member was it? It was on my mum's side. Might have been Aunt Polly, but
Yeah, that makes sense.
she genuinely
Yeah.
just thought this was what it was.
Yeah.
She heard it was like some sort of charity. This might be really wrong.
No, yeah.
That you had like day trips out to places, and you'd meet single parents.
That makes sense.
And you kind of met up and.
Yeah, definitely. I only remember the one. There was two. I remember, unless it was the same one. I remember two.
Yeah.
And it was in like some sort of, almost like a hall or a big room with a little kitchen and a play area for the kids. And it was in where's Raynham? I think I want to say Raynham. Yeah. It was, so yeah, but it probably I think Polly would remember more than me, of course. So bless her.
Yeah.
So they met there, and me and James would be playing with the kids, and we met Connor.
Yes.
And so we would play with Connor all the time. So before he was even our brother, we were all hanging out all the time. So it was nice that I don't know if that made them introduce each other because their kids were playing, or they met anyway.
Yeah.
So that's where I met Connor, and obviously I can't really remember any times without Connor because I would have been 4. I'd have been 4, and Connor would have been 3. So you don't remember too much before then.
The millennium.
So I don't want to show off, but I did know Connor longer than you. So
oh no,
yeah,
you did.
Yeah, we're gonna add some points on there. So
yeah.
that's when that, and then next thing I knew, wham bam, in they come, and then another year later, out comes Finn's, and then we were all together.
So did my mum move in with you guys, and then
I'm pretty sure because I remember we tried it out at where your mum and Connor lived. Where did you guys live?
No way.
In Gillingham. I remember staying over one night. I think it was like a tester or like where they should move, and then they ended up coming to Sittingbourne. Yeah,
that's interesting. If that is what it is, I'm not gonna go.
Sure,
home.
yeah. Imagine we're spitting all these facts, and they're like, no, none of that is true.
Wrong.
You've made that all up.
I wonder if that was. That's interesting.
Yeah, unless in my head it was a test. It might have just been we went for a sleepover. But
I'm interested. Yeah, I want to ask Mum. That'd be interesting.
So that was that, and then that was that because what year would that have been? So you were born in 2001. I started school in 2000. So then Connor would have joined me a year later.
Yeah.
And then we were in primary together.
Sorry, I'm going away from Connor, but where was James in the mix of this? Big up, James.
James.
Every time he gets, I'm gonna just go big up.
And that's why you need James to come on
and cut away,
collaborate here. Yeah. James was James. James is how many years older than me? 4 years older than me, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's 8 years older than you, isn't he? 9.
9 years older than me. It's crazy. Now, I'm turning 25 this year.
That's disgusting.
That is so. Wait, does that make James 34 this year?
He'll be 34 this year. Yeah. Which I
James, if you're listening,
abhorrent.
That makes me feel sick. No, I'm joking.
We'll find out if he does listen, won't we?
Yeah.
Hang on, guys.
Hang about. I'm messaging right now, saying, "You said about me."
Bless him. Yeah. So thing is with James, and we all definitely hung out together. A lot. What was it? Yeah, we'd play. I'd have to play with you boys because there wasn't much girly stuff going on.
Well, you had three brothers.
There was nothing happening to me there. Yeah, we played also. I remember that year. It must have been not long after we moved in. A year or 2 later. Oh no, I don't know because you might remember it. Connor got everything was Thunderbirds for one of his birthdays.
Oh my!
Everything. It was so good. Like every present was like more Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
So good.
I'm sure he won't mind me mentioning this, and I will just give him a little text.
Yeah.
But I remember talking about this with Nick. Because Nick was one of the people that was Thunderbirds.
Of course.
It was him, Nick, and again, I'll message him. He won't mind. But Anthony. It was when I said about Anthony, it was them 3. It was him, Connor, Nick, and Anthony. Yeah, they were all playing Thunderbirds.
That's so nice.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it was Nick because you look at the photos. I'm like, oh my god, it is
little blonde boy.
Crazy. Yeah, but that was what it was.
Yeah. I say that like he's 1 year younger than me. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, he's such a little.
If he's in the year below, he's younger than me.
I was literally 5. You're like, I'm literally 5.
He might have been the same year as me. So.
Yeah. Thunderbirds was crazy.
It was top notch. Yeah, that was. Remember that one?
Yeah.
I remember when you were born. Bless your little heart.
Yeah. What else did he have? Like, he loved his. Do you remember? Yu-Gi-Oh was massive.
Oh my god,
Yu-Gi-Oh was a bit older. Yu-Gi-Oh was a bit older.
Big, like thing on your arm, didn't you, with all the cards to play?
Who was I trying to talk to? One of Connor's friends recently were like, what was it called?
Was it a deck or not?
Yeah, it was a deck, but it was like a weird name for it.
I bet it was, yeah.
But Yu-Gi-Oh was probably very much. To be fair, Connor loved loads of stuff in that period because Yu-Gi-Oh was quite late. But remember, he loved Batman. Obviously, Dad loves Batman. I think it's probably still. I'm guessing.
Yeah, of course.
Still loved his
Yeah.
Batman.
God, Jay went through different.
Robin Hood.
Oh my god.
Do you remember Robin Hood?
Love watching that. Yeah, it was so good.
Because just remember, so after I was born,
Tough times.
yeah, it was a good time for.
Wanted a sister, but no, you came.
Gotta be careful what you say on the podcast.
Yeah.
Good times or when I was born. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you're perfection.
Ah, you're so
You're a
sweet.
good boy.
I do try. I try hard. I try so hard. But in that period, what was I going to say about Connor? Something I was going to say about that. I can't remember.
Like
It was so
in
many
his young childhood, you mean?
It was after we moved into I'm okay saying road,
Yeah.
the Victoria Road.
Yeah.
Something about that I was going to say about like a really big. That was it. So when we moved, you're happy to say road name.
Yeah. No,
No,
yeah. Good luck, guys.
Good luck trying to
You can go
find
visit
us
if you
there.
want.
We're no longer there. But Victoria Road, because I remember you, in my mind, I felt like you and James were there all the time. But of course you weren't.
Yeah.
Of course you were with your mum for part of the week.
It was quite good because my parents actually did it well. So it was almost 50-50 because obviously you can't do 50-50 in a week. It was
7 days,
every other weekend and then Mondays and Thursdays.
That's actually very
Yeah.
fair.
So and then Christmases were. I always wanted. Actually, I'm going to ask you now.
Please.
We did Christmases alternate. So
when I went to that with my parents.
yeah, did you do that as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was. So I went to Dad's.
Do you remember back when your parents were together?
Yeah.
And say I went to my mum's for Christmas Day. Did you still have a Christmas Day on Christmas Day? Because then we used to have a Christmas Day. Then we used to have a Christmas Day on Boxing Day as well. So I don't know if you guys waited, which sounds really sad.
Oh, I wish I could
But
say I remembered.
Tell you what, we'll ask your mum because she'll
Dude,
know.
because the last Christmas I'd have had there would have been
Of
2007.
course, bless you. I forget
So I
how
was
young
6.
you are. I
So
forget.
I was 6.
God,
Like,
of course, sorry.
I do remember
yeah.
Christmas. I do remember Christmases. Did we have a double? It'd make sense if we did.
I'll tell you what, I remember about Christmas every time at Victoria Road.
Yeah.
Your grandparents.
What?
The stacks of presents. We used to get a massive stack. Do you remember? They went crazy. It was the best.
Serious?
Yeah, so we come in and it'd just be a massive pile.
My grandparents?
Yeah,
Like
Claire and
Grandma?
James. Yeah.
Claire and James, yeah.
And it'd just be massive. Oh, because who cares what it is? It's a massive stack of
Yeah,
presents.
you're like, come
good.
on.
So
They
good.
were so like, because grandma still
no.
gets like, because basically now at Christmas, it's me, obviously, like me, Mum, Mark,
Yeah.
and my grandma Claire comes
lovely,
round,
yeah.
and that's been the case for 4 or 5 years. I don't know why we didn't have we used to have a Boxing Day before, but since about lockdown sort of time,
Yeah.
after that Christmas, she's been around every Christmas,
Nice.
and she still does have like a little bit. It's not as
It's in her. It's in her. She's a giver.
Yeah,
Oh, bless,
what was
yeah.
it? The other year, so I'm just nattering now.
No, I know. We're like, it'd be like 2 hours of just
This is
catching up
your
about life. Yeah.
This is your podcast, and I'm nattering on.
No, I love it.
But one thing I do want to add is I remember she got me an aftershave the other year, and she got me Paco Rabanne 1 million. That's a
I
classic.
do. Yeah, I know that
Well,
one.
yeah,
actually,
say Paco Rabanne, like,
Paco
but yeah,
Rabanne.
1 million. And I was like, how did you know? Like, this is like it's a good aftershave.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I asked the lovely lady at the fragrance shop. I was like, oh, that's so
That's
wholesome.
a grandma thing to do, isn't it?
She actually asked, like, what a young man.
We'd be like, what is the best?
yeah,
fragrance?
because it was a woman there, and she was like, "Oh, a woman would know exactly what's the best men's aftershave." And I was like, "That's so
right.
sweet."
Aw.
1 million's a good one, actually, but
Oh, she's a good one.
nah, she's good.
Oh yeah, good
but-
times.
But yeah, going back
Bring
the
it
whole
back,
way.
yeah.
So your memories of Connor. I mean, you're probably the closest with Connor as he was
Yeah.
growing up.
So
before
we
moved.
were 10 months apart.
Yeah.
So we always refer to ourselves as twins because I think there's
Oh,
only
twinnies!
We were twinnies because there was only like the 2
Yeah.
months of the year. February, so he'd turn whatever age he'd be on the 11th of February, and then on the 29th of April, I would change age.
I
So
forgot about that.
there was 2 months a year where we were the exact same age.
Between March and April to
Yeah.
your birthday,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah.
So that was always
my.
fun. And I think your mum used to refer us like some people like twins. Didn't look much alike, but we went with it. And obviously,
yeah.
and most of the time, I was taller than Connor because I was older than him. But by about, I don't know, when he was about 9. Gone. I think you took over me at the same age. Just
Oh god, yeah, I remember.
yes, that
God.
was funny. I was taller. We had a little thing.
Yeah.
Was always like, who's taller? Who's taller?
It was tricky though. Would you say as his sister to have like things in common? It was Like,
but we did.
you still got along. You still did have stuff.
We all had fun together. Like, we'd come back from Butlins or something, and
that's a good
we'd be
point.
very inspired by the performers.
Yeah,
we'd have
yeah,
the
yeah.
CD, so we'd all have to practice. And Connor was like, guys, we need to take this seriously in case we ever become performers. And we're like, right, okay. So you be that one, I'll be that one. You know,
No way.
we'd have like little sleepovers. Can you imagine your bunk beds? Like, we'd sometimes have sleepovers. And I mean,
Beth, there is an iconic moment we've got to bring up.
There's
There's an iconic moment. This has never been seen before on the podcast.
Oh, bless
This is probably
you.
the most iconic part of my childhood.
This might all make sense to the thing you know today, okay? Because he was perfectly normal before this.
But perfectly normal.
Straight
Completely
up,
normal.
straight up.
I
He was so
normal child.
quiet. Actually, you were quiet for the first few years, weren't you?
Podcast
Good
was out of
times.
the question
No
back
way.
then.
We had to start sign language. Anyway, by the by. Yeah, so we did,
Like
and we
gang
like
signs.
we had like Nerf like fights, all sorts, you know.
Oh my God, yeah.
In the playroom, we had all our bean bags in there. Oh, do you remember?
We had a
again-
playroom.
Oh, come on, mate. Playroom, top of the stairs, playroom.
The one right in front of the stairs.
Yeah. Oh God.
That used to be James. That
That
turned
was James's
into
room.
James's.
Yes.
That's
So while he was in with you two, that was the playroom.
That was the playroom.
And we all had our own bean bags. Do you remember? There was 4. I had a fluffy one. There was a leather one. Again, James.
Have you got photos? Oh, it must be
God.
somewhere.
Do you know what? There must be somewhere. Yeah, I keep
that-
forgetting.
that's
Because
the
obviously 5
playroom.
years is quite big when you're little, isn't it? So we're quite
Exactly,
far
yeah.
apart in that way. But yeah, so we'd play in there. Do you remember? Again, you might be too small. But we'd have dinner together, and then one of us would say to the others, "Fight, living room, be there or be square." And then we'd all like meet in the living room and just start fighting.
I've never heard that in my life.
And he was very serious.
I was like 4 years old, like, be there or be square. Fight.
Yeah, we'd beat you up. But then it got to an age where they're like, "Oh no, I'm not going to hit a girl." I'm like, "Fight me."
Yeah,
Fight me.
I'm ready to fight you.
Do you know what? Speaking of dinner,
That is so funny.
we'd often have a meal with pie, something, and veg.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I would hate veg, and Connor would hate his pie, right? So once
That's a
the
bit of a
Perontes
swap.
had gone, cheeky swap, we've all eaten all our food, Mummy and Daddy. Sorry, Lucy. Yeah, all done.
Connor's gonna,
He's a chef.
like, literally, Connor's gonna, like, not be happy. I'm gonna repeat this, but there's a few things that, like, it's embarrassing for me, and also there's a few things that's embarrassing for Connor. And I think
Yeah.
one of the funny ones was it ice cream that he was leaving it to, and he was it ice, wasn't
I was
it?
like, "Why are
This
you
is
leaving your
okay.
ice cream, mate? It's
It
all
was like-
melted."
I'm waiting for it to cool. Like,
Yeah, it'll freeze again.
Yeah.
But in his head, if it melts, it'll freeze again. Surely.
That was iconic.
Oh, yeah, that
And
one.
The my other favourite, again, add more if you can. Again, I'm so sorry, Connor. His face is somewhere here.
He's like,
Yeah.
this is meant to be about me, guys. This
Yeah.
podcast, what's happening?
Why are you embarrassing me? But
Oh,
what, the other,
bless
this was actually quite funny.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he'd find this embarrassing, but I found this funny. Was to school when he went to school for the first
Oh,
time, and he
it's
went
only
the next day.
basic.
Do
Yeah.
you know the story?
Yeah.
Where he was like, "But I went yesterday." And I'm
Bless
like,
him.
"Oh, like,
You got to go every day for the rest of your life, boy.
yeah, literally. And yeah, I was just so
Yeah.
funny. There's so many funny
Oh,
stories.
actually, in one of the fights. Actually, it was a fight with a balloon. Like basically, don't
Yeah,
let the balloon
what were
hit the
these
ground.
fights, by the way?
I don't know.
They
I
weren't
don't know.
fist
We just
fights.
wanted to. It made a lot of
Sure.
shoving onto sofas.
Yeah,
a
shoving
lot
and-
of wrestling, I think.
Pillows, maybe cushions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't ever remember it getting too out of hand, except from this time. Well, it wasn't actually out of hand.
We
but,
were never like punching each other.
Connor went to go and get a balloon. I think we were keeping a balloon off the floor,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
punched me in the mouth, right? Because he's like, boom,
You don't
and
take
I'm like,
crap.
and I'm like, my tooth's come out. Yeah, it was wobbly, but I was like, my tooth.
Yeah, you're like, I'm really angry at you.
It was so good.
I'm really angry at you, Connor. But my tooth's.
I knew it. You know, it was fair play. That was
No,
that
wait.
was so funny.
At the time, and this is a long time ago, but were you like a bit pissed off? You're like, hang on,
No,
pal,
I
you
know
just hit
it was.
me.
It was funny because we was all like, I was like, my tooth.
Yeah, oh my
It
god.
was so good.
That's
You could obviously. I knew he was going for the balloon.
that furniture we had in Victoria Road. We actually had like quite late on. Where I think we kept both the chair and the sofa. So
Yeah.
they're like ready.
Oh yeah, the material one.
It's
Yeah,
weird, like
yeah.
velvety fitting. We actually had those chairs until like 2018, I think.
Yeah.
Like
they
not
lasted.
not in the living room. I don't know where the sofa one went, but I had the chair one in my room for like till like I almost moved.
Nothing.
So it really did go. It
It's been
lasted.
through a lot. That.
It lasted a long
Yeah.
time. Those chairs and sofas,
I
but
love it.
there's so many good memories.
So good.
So this memory, the story I was gonna say.
Yeah.
The absolutely iconic one for me was when listening to Harry Potter on the tape, and I was in the bunk bed story. Please, Beth, take it away. You were there, weren't you?
I don't know. Either I was there or we've heard it so many times that I feel like I was there. I think we were. I think it was me and Connor and you. I don't know if James was there.
It's either you or James, either in a different room.
Yeah.
You both must have been. One of you two. I mean, you would have both been there if one of you was.
I'm pretty sure I remember it.
So I remember it, that's for sure.
I mean, I don't know. How old were you?
So I remember it.
Toddler,
I can't have been.
Really? Okay.
I must have been like maybe 4.
Yeah, that feels
so
about right.
But I remember it really well.
Do you?
Like, yeah, it's probably one of my big memories. That's probably one of my earliest memories. So I remember I was on top of the bunk bed. And I think I was trying to talk. I was talking. So this has to be above. This has to be at least 4 years old.
Yeah. Oh, bless you. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh.
So I was trying to. So my recollection, I think trying to talk to Connor. I was on top bunk, and I was trying to talk to him. Just fat as fell.
So, bless your heart, you had a heavy head, right?
Oh,
so probably the balance.
Beth, you're too kind for me.
I mean, if you can, insert picture here of big-headed.
It was
of Finn.
Fat head.
Oh, bless you.
I
So
might
yeah,
have
you just
that.
toppled out. But not only did you fall from the top bunk, you hit your head on the corner of the bedside table, didn't you?
Honestly, I don't know how that didn't scar me.
No, and then obviously we're like screaming, like someone to come get you. You were crying. Did that take you anywhere, or was it all right in the end?
I wondered if it was like a concussion sort of thing, because like generally, like from the top of the bunk, like I remember falling in slow motion.
Oh, it's horrible.
I remember falling, and,
Yeah.
and like, there's a point of no return. You're
Yeah.
like, no. Like I actually remember it quite well. I remember like getting over the point of no return. Like I'm falling.
That's horrific. That's a
and, like,
horrible
bang.
feeling.
I think as well, like obviously you're so lovely about it now. Like you were then, as well.
Maybe.
But I remember
Oh.
James or Connor were
Yeah.
like, "The fuck, bro! You just smashed my Harry Potter tape. Because the Harry Potter tape.
Oh,
Remember
no.
the Harry Potter tape smashed with it?
Oh,
And,
that's I was there more upset about.
Oh god! But I think I was. Well, I'm here alive talking.
You're
now.
here.
I'm here. I'm alive.
Just.
I'm just here. That's all it is.
Yeah.
The other one was. Did I ever tell you about Connor's Transformer jazz that I?
Oh yeah. Oh no. What did you do? What did you do?
So as Beth said, I was a really normal child, and I thought, you know what would be really funny to put his little Transformers toy in a lamp. So like,
No.
so there's a lamp, and he had a lampshade, he had a little circle bit above it,
Yeah.
which obviously I'll just place Jazz just on the.
Rest in peace, Jazz.
Rest in peace. I was an absolute donut, Beth. I was genuinely a donut.
Yeah, but there was no maliciousness with you,
No,
was there?
it
Just
wasn't-
like, oh, that'd be nice.
You know what? It's kind of like what a normal 5-6-year-old would do. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll just put it there. Because you don't think. You're just like, oh, I'll put
No,
it there.
you don't, no.
Looks cool on top of
Yeah.
that. And then I think Connor turned it on that night. A couple hours later, it was just steaming. Yeah, we're like, what? It's just melted plastic. And
Mate.
rest in peace, Jazz. You had a good life.
Bless you.
That-
I wonder if you've got any wholesome stories.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
all like,
that-
and
yeah.
everyone was sad. and
Yeah,
everyone-
I fell off the thing. And I remember Dad said that he was going to get a Jazz for Connor, like replace it, but we never found another Jazz, so he never replaced
mate.
it. I remember like
Oh.
Connor saying like a few years after, like,
We still like.
I never got my
grievance.
Jazz. I never
Just
got.
saying.
Just saying, never got my Jazz. We had some nice memories as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it was cracking times.
But so I mean, would you say when we obviously my parents split, they go
As
plan.
they do, parents love to do that.
They
don't
do. They love to go. They love to break up. They
They
like
do.
to. They like to divorce. And I ended up on the island.
Yes.
I guess after that, Connor kind of entered his secondary school. And
Yeah.
he didn't. I'd probably say you weren't as close. I mean,
No.
neither James.
No, because so we had at first, I'd say, a pretty like every other weekend we were all together at Dad's.
Yes. Yeah.
But as you do as teenagers, you got your school, you got your own life, and we went to different secondary
Oh
schools.
my god! Of course, I forgot about Dad's. We'd meet there. wouldn't
Yeah,
we?
so carried on as well, but as life goes, that's kind of where we were at. So obviously we'd meet up and such, and always
Yeah,
good,
yeah, yeah.
always good times. But not as close as we were when we were like at primary school, because that's the way it goes.
Interesting. Yeah, because I forgot actually completely about the fact that at Dad's we'd meet up. That's kind of where we would.
Yeah.
And like, we had quite a few trips out and stuff. I mean, we obviously went like family members and stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of came with us, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, eventually, like, he went to college and stuff. I think it was around when he went to college. Went to uni.
Yeah. So it would have been a year apart. Yeah. Or no, she would have been the same sort of age because he went to
Yeah.
college at 16. But yeah.
It wasn't. I think that sort of period. I mean,
Yeah,
I didn't even see
and
Connor a lot.
same as you, really. Same as James. Like
Yeah.
you're on your own sort of like bubble world, and you see, you just expect your brothers to always be there, so you don't feel like you have to keep checking in
spot on.
they're going to be there, aren't they?
Oh, mate, honestly, because I was only like 12, 13.
Yeah,
I'd text James sometimes about like FIFA,
Yeah.
like gaming, and that's all
Oh.
I'll talk to you every now and then. But like you summed it up quite well. It wasn't like a bad thing. It was just we're all on our own paths.
It's what it is.
Connor went to college, whatever. Had his own life sort of thing.
Yeah.
So you'd say probably like your best memories was obviously before you probably went to uni. I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Since then, you kind of all went. So, I mean, if you're happy to, I don't think I've ever spoken to you about this, but obviously, fast forward to 2019. If there's anything in between, really, I think.
Do you know what? There was one. There's two things I'd say, like between those sort of times.
Please, yeah.
One was when it was just before I went to uni, and I don't know what happened. Was it Dad's? Both of us.
Yeah.
I think you might be there as well, but I had a little argument with Dad. I can't remember what it was, something silly.
Probably bickering.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't usually, but yeah.
No,
and
you don't.
I really can't remember. Probably best I don't remember what it is. But either way, I just sort of left. I lived. My mum's around the corner, wasn't it? Do you remember? So so I was like, I'm off. She was
literally around the corner.
Yeah. And then so I started like walking off in the shop, and he's coming running behind me.
Connor
like,
did?
yeah. He came out and he's like, "Are you okay, sis? Don't worry about it." Like, really, like I think that's not first, but like it was proper like more adult kind of relationship. Like, I'm here for you. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Yeah. Which I always remember. It was really kind, because he didn't need to. His sister's just gone off in his strop,
All it was like a little disagreement.
I was probably 17, 18. You'd have been 16, 17. Like what kind of teenage boy would pick up on that? But so no, that was really lovely. And then I think he came to first birthday party. Bless him.
He did.
And I've got that lovely I'll show it to you. It's a big picture of everyone because Phil took a picture. He's so good at getting everyone together, and you just see all these faces. Some people aren't here anymore.
It was in the back garden, wasn't it?
Yeah, and so I'm so glad he was there for that.
That was so. Would you say that was probably, and realistically, it probably was. That was probably because that was first birthday was February 19. Let's not give away birthdays either. Yeah. What's
and where was he born?
Yeah, was he born? What's his mother's maiden name? Where's his street? Got security questions.
And and so the last memory, I don't know if you remember it because it wasn't a big, big event. Last time I saw him, I don't remember the date. It would have been, it was around my mum's house.
It was
after Periwinkle. It was after the birthday party.
Yeah.
It was quite close. And you were there, James was there, and Connor was coming around after his shift at Asda.
Yeah.
And we all had, I can't remember, we was doing a silly quiz or something. We was all on the same sofa and we was having a lot of bants.
Where did you say this was again, sorry?
Do you remember Mum's house?
Yes.
That one.
Yeah, that one, yeah. Well, at least be conspicuous slightly.
It's a bit dramatic, isn't it? Anyway.
Yeah, but where your mum lived when obviously Connor passed as well. I know exactly where.
Yeah, you know the one.
We went
Not the one you clawed through the window.
No,
not that
one. No, funny enough, I did it for both houses.
You did!
So the day
through the porch.
Unfortunately,
you're the best.
That day, obviously, because sorry, it sounds really sad or something.
Oh, you're fine.
That day where I climbed through that other house was the day after Connor passed. Because do you remember we all came round, went round your mum's? Do you remember?
Really? Yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Mate, it was such a blur. But
yeah, because we was all trying to congregate, weren't we?
Yeah, I mean, mate, it was such like it was it was a weird day. I was kind of numb.
Oh god, yeah.
We all were, and I remember like it was just we weren't talking a lot, but out of that day, that was actually quite. It was a silver lining that I had to climb through your mum's window. It was not a big window,
yeah.
Because I was so
that woman needs a
still am skinny. And
yeah, you're perfect for climbing through. But that last
thief's timing.
Yeah, that last time we had together, it was just so nice because like obviously you don't know that's gonna be a lot, but it was just so. It was even though we'd have time apart, us four wouldn't meet up that much.
No.
Whenever we did, it'd be just so natural and so like it's just what it's supposed to be. So
yeah.
Even when me, you, and James are together now, obviously it's great, but there's just always this kind of slight missing piece, isn't there? Just kind of like kind of air where it just won't ever be complete.
It doesn't feel right.
No,
it is strange.
Yeah,
but you've said that very well in terms of when we meet up. I mean, I see you and James probably more than I ever have actually since COVID. Actually, I mean, I try to see James regularly. I'm trying to come out yours.
You do. You're a good boy.
I'm trying. But it would be nice to try to do that monthly thing again. That I come up to see you. But when we don't see each other for quite a while, it doesn't feel like it's like, oh, you know, you haven't spoken to me in ages.
No,
There's nothing to do with
no.
that.
Could you imagine?
God, we'd
all be doomed.
We'd all be doomed. None of us would be talking to each
Hang on a
other.
minute.
God,
No, it's great.
James is bloody fucking off.
Yeah.
So I just stop swearing all the time. But he's
Basically, it's just a trash talk about James, isn't it? This podcast. Screw you, James.
Screw you, James.
Oh,
No, I love you.
James.
Love you really, bro.
Oh.
But there is that missing piece. But that I wanted to actually just go into that first thing you said about Connor, because that's probably, for people that don't know Connor, this is exactly what I wanted you here to actually understand what Connor was like.
Yeah.
And we all have our faults. I mean, there was plenty of things that, you know, Conn had faults, but he had amazing side. Yeah. And that was the better side, and the side that shone and everyone knew him for was the type that he would literally do anything for anyone. Yeah. Like, I don't know, I'd like to say I would, but I don't know if I'd come running out and coming to grab it. I wish I could say.
But there's different elements, because you're so open and positive and friendly. People gravitate towards you. Yeah. Whereas perhaps Connor was a bit more quiet in that respect, but had more of a quiet and an intuition of how people are feeling. So there's just different strings there.
That's
you know?
a really good point. It was more intuition.
Yeah. Because you didn't need to do that, but he noticed that's not usual for Beth. Beth doesn't usually do that. That's not quite right. I'll see if she's all right. And it didn't take much. It's just so nice that he was there like that. They didn't need to say anything really, just to know that he's I'm on your side. You know, it's all cool.
100%. That's exactly. Yeah. And that really does epitomise what Conn was like as a human being. Yeah. I think that's the way we should all remember him, and that's kind of like what we're trying to build here, is trying to build that sort of support sort of group.
Yeah, absolutely.
That, you know, could help Connor, you know, take the Conn, which we'll go into at some point. But that's a really nice memory to have.
Yeah.
Well, I never knew that.
Yeah, no,
that's
lovely.
Really, really lovely. Yeah. So, I mean, as fast forwarding to 2019, you know, we'll talk about it. It is, you know, obviously that's the reason why we're even sat here at the moment. Because you and James came down, obviously because Connor passed away. No, it wasn't the same day, obviously, was it?
I don't know. So
I mean, obviously you're both fucking.
It's in the early hours, wasn't it? And then
I'm so sorry if I was one that didn't tell you, because I phone called James, but
don't you even think about it for a second, my darling? No, not at all. You had enough to do.
That was awful to tell James.
So what happened was, hope that they all don't mind me mentioning. So you called James, let James know. James then called Ollie. Yeah, and Ollie was at work, and I think Ollie had misunderstood him because he said, Connor's gone or something like that. Yeah. And Ollie was like, go find him. He thought maybe you'd run away or something. You don't go there, do you? You don't think.
Because James couldn't even say it, I'm guessing.
No,
on the phone.
No. Anyway, so he gets that through to Ollie. Ollie comes home to me. And I'm like, what are we doing home? Like, I said, you've been fired. Ha ha ha. And then he comes out of it quite straight.
Yes.
What's happened and I just fell to the floor. I think, you know, you don't even know what you're doing with yourself. I was like, no, like because it
numb
can't.
To it.
Like, it's like your body's doing something when your brain hasn't got there yet. So luckily my sister-in-law was around to have our.
Excellent.
So we sorted a few things out, and we'd all congregating at Auntie Andrew's, weren't we? Who lived around.
That was it.
Yeah, we went
That's why you then came round 2 hours after briefly. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. So we all congregated at Auntie. It must have been that same day. I guess so, because. I think it was the same. It was definitely the same day that I found out he went down. I don't know if it's the same day that he passed.
Yeah. I don't want to cut you.
No, please.
Cut you short, but I think it's actually I mean, as long as you didn't mind, like James told Ollie, I don't think it matters. It's actually quite lovely that James felt comfortable to.
Yeah, he thought like, how
a guy to a guy is quite difficult to say.
Maybe he felt like, not that I want to speak for James, but like to tell his sister. Maybe he didn't want to have to tell his sister, you know, in that way, like. Yeah. So it was easier to make sure that I knew, but not have to do that. Yeah. And I think Adam called me as well, actually.
Yeah.
Because. What do you do?
In a lovely way. I felt that period. The only silver lining is that it showed that we can all come together, and it was really lovely how all of us, because to be honest, we all had our own lives, very much so. That, you know, Adam won't mind me just name dropping him. It's fine. I'll ask him anyway. Yeah. James in the previous podcast, I actually name dropped him before, and he was fine. Yeah. I asked him. It's like we're just name dropping, but it was quite lovely that, you know, Adam's got his own life. James, Auntie Angie, we've all got our own sort of lives, but then. When something like that happens, we all just like dropped everything.
Yeah.
And just came together.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what it was.
I can't remember. We were there. Must have been there for hours because we were chatting. And,
It was such a blur, wasn't
but and talking about a little bit what was happened, but also just kind of just being together. I can't only remember what we chatted about. But I don't think it really matters. But and then we you popped by and said, "Can you come to me, James?
Yes.
Come by to yours." And obviously saw your mum and Mark and everything. So, But there's no like handbook like this happens to you, this is what you're supposed to do. Like, what do you do in those hours, days following up? You know,
fucking hell,
you know what you're supposed to do.
Sorry, I know this is your podcast.
No, not at all.
Just saying, like, for me, I think the best thing we did was leave that house for sure.
Oh,
it was like, I mean, Mum at one point thought that we could, and I was like, Mum, it's just, I'm quite, I can be quite stubborn sometimes, and I was just like, Mum, that's just not gonna happen.
No,
like, we're not gonna work out there.
It's not gonna.
So yeah, I mean, it's the best thing we did that we have moved away now, and obviously came around where we are now.
Hey, lovely house.
Yeah, no, you know, I mean, our mum's still healing, and you know, I don't know if she ever, if any of us will really, you know. I think I'm very proud of Mum.
Yeah.
How far she's come. I don't think she sees it, but like she's running 3 times a week now. She's she runs a 5K like every 3 days, and obviously we're building Take the Conn, and you know we've got things moving now. But
it's somewhere to pour your grief into, isn't it? All that love for Connor, you can put it somewhere, and then knowing you're helping other people, it's absolutely fantastic. I think that's exactly going to be great.
That's exactly what you just said. Pouring grief into it. I think that's kind of it. I think we've struggled to heal.
Yeah.
And actually, by building this community, it's almost like helping us heal. I don't think we're brushing over anything by doing it. I think we're actually facing our fears.
Absolutely.
By having to try to support other people. I mean,
you're right in the midst of what it was like for Connor.
Yeah.
So you're just fantastic, aren't you?
You're so kind. Beth is not a paid actor.
I'm very proud of him. He's a good boy.
That is, I really appreciate.
You're a good boy.
I think what I've meant to say to you earlier, this is one thing I can go, is when I was talking about Take the Conn, I kind of wanted to create a space that could have helped Connor, for example.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's difficult because like at the moment we're doing meetups at the pub, weekly meetups. Connor hated the pub. Like, he literally, genuinely hated it. Honestly, it was actually like...
Oh, it's funny.
It's quite morbid to say, but the year that he passed, it was kind of... earlier that year, some of his friends were going to the pub to Wetherspoons, and Connor was just not a drinker at all. Hated drinking.
Yeah.
I'm sure he had his own reasons, which I won't go into. I'm sure he had reasons why he didn't like alcohol.
Yeah.
But he didn't like drinking.
Yeah.
So actually, the pub was the worst place for him to be. So at the moment, we're kind of meeting up at a pub, but I want us to change that eventually. I don't want us to just drink every Wednesday.
The opposite. You'll just become depressed.
Mate, genuinely, you just get worse. Come to us, you'll get worse. So like, what is it? In the group chat, because basically we've got a WhatsApp community, and one of the group chats is called like Walk the Conn. I don't know. It's evening walk, because we used to do evening walks.
Yeah.
And as winter came, we're now going to pubs, and it's still called the evening walk. So I said, literally the other day, I said to everyone, I said, guys, we need to change the name. What do we change it to? And then I think one of the members said like, "Oh, Take the Conn something boozer Wednesdays" as a joke. I'm like, no, we are not saying that, Steve. I'm dropping his name. You'll be watching this. Steve, you'll be watching this. I was in stitches
Boozer
on my phone
Wednesday.
reading that. I'm like, no, we're not boozers. We're not. That was so funny.
Although, like, obviously there's the alcohol pubs, but pubs have always been such a great place for community to come together, hasn't it?
Exactly.
So don't worry yourself, and you're doing a good job.
It's so tricky. But the good news is it's got the indoor sports, so that'll be good. We can break it up with that. That'll be running fortnightly.
That'll be fab.
Anyway, that's Take the Conn. We can go into
Let's
later.
plug it some more.
We'll plug it. Yeah.
Plug it.
Oh yeah. Where's my QR code? I need it. Crap. Like, yeah.
Please come.
Weekly, please come to it.
Oh, so good.
But yeah, obviously that happened with Connor.
Yes.
2019.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously at that point you'd had a year before.
Yeah.
So I mean, for you, this is where I'm going to start getting a bit deep, and obviously you can choose to go as far as you want. Have you ever actually, because some people don't, but have you ever not struggled with mental health, but has it ever been a thing for you, mental health?
Yeah.
Prior or post Connor, you know?
Yeah, I'd say there's two sort of strands, so to speak, that I had or have, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I definitely had postpartum depression with my first. So that, yeah.
I've never.
Yeah. Or yeah, and it lasted quite a
Wow.
long time. I really struggled with him because I think not to go too much, but I had tricky birth out. He was in the NICU, you know, all those sort of things. I was quite young. I mean, I was 21. I wasn't a teenager, but you know, still quite.
As mums go.
Yes, quite young, and
Yeah.
I've always been quite emotionally young, I think, for my age.
Yeah.
So that was a tricky time, but I think after a few years, that really started to get better. So it took a little while, but that wasn't. That's a bit of therapy, bit of medication. Actually went on medication.
Oh wow.
I think sertraline. Yeah.
Yes, sertraline. Some people say sertraline. Sertraline.
Yeah. So that was fine.
Never knew.
No, yeah, because I thought went a bit. Yeah, but with my second, absolutely fine. So sometimes it can just happen again.
Yeah. How funny, because your second one is the one that's more.
I know.
More annoying, like.
She's mental. Bless her.
Just if you don't mind me asking,
No, of course
I'm
not.
really interested in like what the symptoms were, because I don't know a lot about what did you say it's called? It's post-pregnancy.
Postpartum, yeah, postpartum
depression.
Depression, yeah, or like, you know, but there's another really scary one of which is a bit rarer, postpartum psychosis.
I've heard
yeah,
that as
which
well.
can be really dangerous. You know, they could imagine all sorts of things, harm themselves, harm the baby. It's really quite scary. So you know,
Oh my!
but a lot of women get the baby blues. That's like a mini like a couple of weeks because all your hormones are everywhere.
Oh
so,
mate, yeah.
You know, you're up, you're down. It's called the baby blues. But if it carries on after a few weeks, then they'd say it's more like postpartum depression. So I think. Yeah, so that's what, and it was like I had a lot of support. You know, I live with my in-laws, as you know, and you know he's doing all good. But I think a lot of it is just a general state of despair,
it's a general state, yeah,
or not being able to bond with baby as much as you'd want, or not being able to like look. So I guess very similar to regular schmegular depression, but there's you can see what the trigger point is for that. But so that was that. That wasn't. But yeah, it wasn't as bad as some women are really in the dregs and they don't have support, and you know.
Because some like a single mum, but at the same time, it doesn't kind of disregard how you felt at the same time.
No. But it's good to put yourself in contact. Good to be, what's the word? You know, you look at others.
Oh.
Does it begin with an R?
I think I know what you mean. It's
relative.
Relative
To be relative
to everyone else.
Yeah, it's also useful to sort of step back sometimes, even when you're in the dregs, to think, right, well, just where am I? Out. Can I? Yeah, obviously everyone's valid to how they feel, but that was that one. Yeah. I'd say the overarching one for me.
Strand of
the big, one. I'll call it anxiety. But not in a generalized sense. So not like I don't get nervous to go out or crowded spaces or any of the perhaps more generic ones. Mine are kind of existential. Yeah, existential.
No. I agree with this. I'm actually.
Are we gonna bond?
I've got friends. Yeah. Oh my god. Hang on a minute. I've got friends, and I won't drop their names, but I've had chats with people about existential stuff, and they get really like they. It's not a weird thing at all. It's it's something that gets unspoken about. So please,
There we go. Yeah.
We might bond.
I remember. I feel like for me, just to what's the word? Summarize it.
Yeah.
There's a few topics that like I'll get stuck on for days to like weeks or months sometimes. It's just always buzzing in the back of my head, like a panic all the time. Yeah. So it'll be religion.
Yep. That's a big one actually.
It's such a big cheeky one.
God, that's
we'll get into that one.
Crazy.
At the moment, sort of, you know, like AI, the future, that kind of thing, which throughout time, I'm sure everyone's worried about everything from everything. And obviously, I think maybe because I have kids as well, it's just that panic for the future.
That's valid.
I think global warming, nuclear war is in there, as like a world status one.
I want to dive into that as well.
War.
Yes, I agree with that.
So, and those are the main ones, I'd say. Yeah. I think my kids are in there. Of just generally like
within those three,
they float around in them, but sometimes they're by themselves. So I remember my first like thought of it was when. Yeah. So for context, we were raised Catholic.
Correct. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, but I think nothing wrong with that. But I think for me, it never clicked. So even when I was little, when I was at school, I never really it never felt for me.
Yeah.
But of course, you're hearing a lot of things, and in the Catholic Church, often they were very heavy things, even when you're little, about hell and heaven and right and wrong and all this sort of stuff. So perhaps some of it went in, no idea. And I think I was in year 6, and I think it was about the time of the Iraq War.
This isn't Father Jim. Remember Father Jim, by the way?
Oh, Father Jim. He just was sending everyone to hell every week. It's like, it was actually funny about that point. I think we were teenagers, but it was like, you're meant to be someone who's encouraging people in a religious life, you know, to do good and you're like, you're going to hell. You're going to hell. If you do this, you're going like, what are you doing, mate? Because that's the one we actually left, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was
we actually walked out.
Walking out of church.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. So I think
year
at the time of the
6.
Iraq War, and I think in my, how old was I? 10-year-old head. That for some reason the people in Iraq were going to come over here and kill all the Christians. That was something that was in my head, and I was just, I think I had a panic attack at school or thereabouts. I was so worried I started throwing up, and I had to go home. And obviously, then you don't know what that is. But I was just so worried. So I think I'm in a Catholic school. They're going to get me. They're going to get me.
Oh my God.
And I remember painting my friend's wheelie bin. I don't know why. We were allowed to paint it.
Yeah.
And I accidentally did a cross. And I was panicking. So I started crossing because I thought they'll know she's here. They'll come get her. Like, and it's crazy to think of it like that. And I remember talking to Dad about it. He's like, no, it won't happen. But I'm like, in your head, it's there. And I,
what if they do? Yeah.
And then that flowed away in the end, as it sort of did. And then the next time it sort of came up, that's it. I used to tell myself, with the religion thing, because I didn't believe, but I was worried because obviously everyone around me was, and I thought that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. I kept saying, well, if I'm a good person, I'll be fine. I'll just be a good person, I'll be fine.
I'll be a good person.
I'll be okay.
Everything's going to be okay going forward.
And that kind of got me through till about 14 when I had to do my confirmation. And so that was a heavy one. So it was, obviously every week was a religious class.
It's deep, isn't it?
And again, nothing wrong with it as itself, but for me, I think it was a bad mix.
Yeah.
You know, being a teenager, already worried, thinking, because I just couldn't, because I couldn't say it was definitely true.
Yeah.
It never made sense for me, so I couldn't pretend. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
1,000,000%. How can you believe without seeing it?
Yeah.
Without actually knowing it's a fact. I struggle with that as well.
Yeah. And that's fine. And then some people, they're like, well, that's why I have faith, because you can't prove it. And that's great for them.
But
it just didn't click for me. And I thought to myself, sometimes to snap myself out of it, I say to myself, well, Beth, you can go and pretend to believe, but if there is a God, he'll know you're pretending. So there's no point even pretending, you know, because you can't do anything.
I might need to bleep this.
Write that down.
No, I might need to bleep this little bit I'm about to say. Have you seen the Family Guy skit? Where, like, it's like
I don't know if I have.
I don't know what it is. Someone's about to, like, obviously die. And I think they're like, it's like, I don't know what the situation is, but they're like guaranteed to die.
Yeah.
Whether they're on a deathbed or they're about to crash. And before he dies, the guy goes, I believe in God. Like,
and he's like,
and he goes to heaven.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, literally up and up. I believe in Jesus.
I'm covered, people. Exactly. But like, yeah, if you just say it, does it count?
Yeah.
All those things that go through your head. So yeah, so at my confirmation, that was a tricky time because it was just, I couldn't settle with anything because it just, I just couldn't do it. So
it's intense as well.
Yeah, and I think that petered out, but it just comes back around.
Ebbs and flows.
I think because when you're raised that way, probably in your subconscious somewhere. I think the latest one, I remember I took to Legoland for his birthday.
And
I was just so, it's very almost funny to look back now, but I was texting Ollie, I was just panicking. So I said, what if when you die, it's whatever you were thinking it was going to be, and I keep thinking it's going to be nothing. So what if I'm just stuck in nothing? And it just like I couldn't even it was getting next level, and I was like, I just couldn't snap out of it.
My really weird one, I don't know, just cause a panic attack.
You're all right. Yeah, imagine we both go home traumatized.
My existential thing. This is I don't know whether it's just the way my brain works with autism, or it's just I've got this thing where, like, I feel like people, because I don't know if you heard a thing where, like, humans could only use 10% of their brain.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you know that, but our whole brain, we only use. Again, this is a podcast. Please do not quote me. This may be anything I say or do, might be wrong, but apparently only use 10% of our brain. And I'm like, what if we used more?
Yeah.
What if, like, obviously we're humans, like wiring humans. What if humans are created to not use any more than their brain can currently use? And if we used more, we'd understand more about the universe around us.
Yeah.
So, like, in my head, I'm like, why am I here? Why are we human? Yep. Why is there a planet? Why are we not a different type of thing? Why am I alive? And, like, I've actually got myself quite worked up in the past about that sort of thing.
It's so normal. And it's almost like, I sometimes think, so I'm inside my own body, but what if my experience is not the same as your experience? Like how you think and look at.
yes,
Oh my god,
yes.
bro!
Like, oh my god, we're like, yeah, genuinely,
It's like,
like,
whoa.
what if my experience of how the world is different to
Yeah.
you? Yeah, you blame for autism.
I do. Yeah.
I'm joking.
We know where the
Like,
epicenter is.
Because my mum's always said to me that because I'm autistic, I see the world in a different way. My lens is completely different. So I'm like, what if my perception is different to you?
Yeah.
Like, what if
Yeah.
like my
But
mode of
people
thinking?
never ever know what it's like to be someone else, and that's just a bit crazy.
It's crazy. And I'm like, what is this whole simulation?
Honest
Like,
to God.
mate, the amount of people that think like you probably think like we're speaking crap, but like genuinely, I think there's a lot of people out there that be like really relate deep down, like
yeah.
the sort of thing that they won't want to talk about, but are like,
Yeah, they don't want to sound weird.
damn,
but it's
yeah,
so
we can
normal.
sound weird together.
It's so normal to think about your own existence, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think sometimes I try and make sure I do it out of a curiosity way rather than a panicky way. So it's almost like, oh, that'd be fun to think about that way, rather than thinking, well, what's the answer? Because you don't know.
If that was religion, the other thing I really want to talk about with what you just said was with like war and stuff. When I said about the Islam war and stuff, I make a thing where I don't actively watch the news on TV.
Yeah.
I just think
I'm with you.
It's got censorship. I mean, we don't have we're in the UK, but there's still probably an element. Without getting political and getting cancelled, there's probably an element of what they want you to see and what they put out. And I feel like if there's news that's important enough, it will just come back to me naturally.
Yeah, I'm with you. Because it's quite anxiety. You hear those dong dong. And it's like, even normal news sounds scary, said by the newsreader.
Yeah.
And I just think, why? I don't need to know. I don't need to know in the nicest way if there's the hurricane in Jamaica. Because then you're just seeing horrible things. And then you go about your day and you're like, well, I can't do anything about that. I can't help that. But now it's in my mind. Now I'm thinking about it. When actually, is that helpful?
That's exact mindset.
I don't know.
That's exact mindset. Because I think people get worked up about it. And like you said, oh, it's bloody horrible hearing about something in Japan. It's terrible. But without being horrible, it's not making it any helpful for myself.
Exactly. It's so the
same.
It's a tricky one.
I don't even have I think I've got like, I think Apple have like a news app.
Yeah.
Where like, if there's something that's really important you to know, it will pop up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's quite important to know. But in general, like,
you got to get on with your day to day, haven't you? Good, because back in the day, sorry to interrupt you.
No, please, no, Karen.
You'd get the news once a day for 10 minutes or half an hour and then done. But now it's all the time everywhere. So you have to try and remove yourself, don't you?
Oh, mate,
you know,
that's such a good point.
it's just always there.
You'd have the 6 o'clock news, I think.
Other
than that,
newspaper in the morning, you can just sit there and read the newspaper. But now it's just everywhere, all the time, about everything in the whole world. I don't think our brains can take it. Like, it's just not.
That's it. We can't take it.
No.
And there's so much misinformation. This probably I'm adding
conspiracy.
fuel to the fire with your like.
But you're right. You don't know for sure about anything anyone says. So. It's just
AI.
No,
AI.
Honestly, I spiral quite often with that, and it's good, and I have to accept it because it's here. And I just have to hope for the best, like everyone else.
Is it power? Are they taking all our information? Are they like?
I just think about jobs. I think about
jobs.
I worry for my kids. I worry about it gets far. I'm like, will there be humanoid? Robots are people, and then will they rise up like like iRobot?
Oh man,
it could be it. And I think
agree more.
There's a point where I'm like, okay, I can panic about it, but what's that going to do? Nothing. I'm just wasting the time here, and so I just have to do. You have to do what you have to do, don't you?
I think Ollie's probably quite good for that though.
He's good.
He's probably quite logical.
He's good, but he's also the thing. Sometimes he can be a bit realistic as well. So he'd be like, I think this is probably gonna happen.
He'll tell you things that you don't want to necessarily hear at the moment.
I suppose so. But he's also quite reasonable with everything. It is useful. Bless him. But it's just yourself. What can you?
Sometimes you're like,
things you can control. Yeah. What can you control? Not a lot. Yeah. And also, for me, it's not helpful. But I often find that my worries just go away by themselves. So I'll wake up one morning and be in a much better mindset. So I have to just remind myself, this will pass. It's horrible right now, but it's going to be better in a few days.
Yeah.
Without having to do anything, it'll just feel better, which is weird. But I always take that because I'm like, this will change.
That's a wicked piece of
real.
Write that down. TikTok. That is so good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it worked because obviously some people are in a big funk for a long time. They don't. Yeah. But I find that mine, anxiety, it will go. Agreed. So just ride it out, baby.
You're a great mum as well, Beth. I must add.
Yeah, thank you.
You know,
thank
you've you really, honestly, yeah, both kids are functioning, so
That's true.
just
As far as I know, they're alive and well right now.
right this minute. I hope.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, no, ring it up. Hello.
Mummy. Yeah,
Oh, no,
so
they're
you
great.
just gotta like, you know.
Yeah.
What,
You
do you know what? It's funny. I went to see a SpongeBob movie yesterday. Yeah, with my son.
Sounds like you got yeah, not on your own.
Oh, it's not the same anymore, SpongeBob. But before
Yeah.
it started, there was a Ninja Turtle 10-minute film about the about the Ninja Turtles taking down AI. Because I was like, because they started off, it was like, oh my God, what should we get our dad for Christmas? I'll ask ChatGPT. And I was like, no.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You're legit, right?
What?
And they were like, beep, 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 beep. Oh, the prompt, that ChatGPT is only as good as the prompts you give it. And I was like, okay, cool.
Oh, that's quite
And then
yeah.
it turned out that this AI robot had stolen their likeness and was selling knockoff
Teenage Mutant Ninja
toys.
Turtles.
Yeah.
No.
And so they went after him, and he's like, well, I'm AI, and I'm going to rule the world. And I was like,
Oh,
don't
no.
listen. No,
Oh,
obviously, I was
no.
again, good headspace. I can take it.
You-
But then what happened was they realised that the robot was only as good as its prompts. And so they would do bad moves on themselves so that the AI would copy it and destroy itself. That's all well and good. But what if AI becomes,
too smart for that.
too smart? A bit like in Incredibles,
Oh my god.
I know.
It's gone full circle.
It
with
has,
the
girl, and
Incredibles.
so who knows? Hopefully, I mean, there's obviously going to be a lot of good with AI, which I have to also remind
yeah,
myself,
yeah.
which is, not everything is horrific. And I'm sure there was this panic about the internet when that came out, and so
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm just trying to put myself in
God, that's a really
context,
good point. When internet came out.
So hopefully it'll be like, okay, AI, but then it might plateau for a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I'm telling myself to get through the day.
That's what I kind of think as well.
There's twofold to that. There's also like, I think a lot of people with human rights, they will want people to have the right to work.
Yes.
And I think there'll be policies to come in. I think there'll be, people won't stand for all the jobs. Some jobs will go, of course they will, like the Industrial Revolution. Jobs go, jobs change.
Yeah.
And hopefully, though, people can lobby that.
Yeah.
And also, I think, without getting too deep, because I don't know anything about anything,
No, it's
capitalism's not going to work if people don't have jobs.
Oh,
Right, and the big boys want money, right? So if everything's jobs done by AI, there's no jobs left. Say there's no jobs left. AI's done it.
No one's got the money.
No one's got any money. So do we all just live happily ever after? Probably not, because no one's going to want to do that.
God,
There's
it's the
still
Stone
people are
Age.
still going to want money. There's still going to be hierarchy. So I can imagine
That's a really
there being a
good,
balance, maybe, hopefully.
That's a really good.
you know.
I love that angle. No, it's true.
You can all
It's
write
really
that
true.
down. Yeah, again, I am the smallest. I don't know anything, but it's
No,
quite
yeah,
it's
yeah,
quite
yeah.
interesting to look at it from
Like buying
different
power
ways.
would drop.
Even because obviously there's always greed everywhere,
Oh,
but this
mate.
time maybe greed would be useful because they'll want
Yeah,
people to
yeah,
work,
yeah,
and
yeah.
so I don't know.
Oh, it's interesting, isn't it? I don't know how it's gonna go. Because I'm thinking of like my business eventually, I'd
Yeah.
like to use AI to be
Yeah.
able to make things run quicker.
Yeah.
But if you keep the same price, that sounds bad. If anything, like this, I'm just thinking a lot of these sorts of business owners could actually earn more unless AI completely replaces them. But
Yeah.
again, let's not fuel the fire.
It's a tricky one, but don't worry, we'll be full time. Take the
Yeah.
con instead.
Yeah, well, we feel take the con will not be replaced. That's one thing.
Yeah, exactly. There's lots of things that just cannot be
A
replaced.
community group will always need to be human led. So that's actually a nice thing
Yeah.
actually that we can kind of say today. That obviously, like, you'll be helping a lot of Technicon going forward, and that's something that
Yeah.
yeah, mic drop.
Welcome. Yeah.
Be-
I'm
oh
on
my
board, people. I'm on
God.
board.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Any
well-
admin work, send
Yeah.
my way.
But
No,
generally,
really excited. Yeah, for this new chapter we're embarking on.
it'll be really cool.
Yeah, really excited.
So this podcast probably won't come out until. So we've got up to the 28th of January.
Nice.
So I want to guess it'll be like what's 14 days from the 28th.
Can I be a Conn birthday
11th.
special? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Did you not know? Oh,
Oh no, wait, no. Your Connor's birthday's on a Wednesday, so it can't be that day. It's got to be
I'll take that week.
11, 10. It'll be the Sunday the 8th, I reckon. The
Nice.
8th of February.
I'll take that.
You'll take that. 'Cause that's
I'll
close
take
enough
that.
for Connor.
Yeah.
So you take that, and then so it'll be the 8th of February.
Yeah.
So by that point, we'll have the quiz,
Yeah.
which is on the 16th.
Yep.
And then we'll be doing indoor sessions In the meantime, Beth's gonna be working behind the scenes, making sure
Just
all
you
these,
watch
making sure we're
out.
basically legal, so we don't get,
Yeah.
so we don't. We'll have a website, maybe,
Yes.
maybe.
The website
maybe,
is in construction, people.
It is. See,
Watch this space.
you heard
Watch
it here
this
first.
space.
Beth's gonna be helping with
Yeah.
that big time.
So I'm just so excited to be part of it. Really, really
Yeah.
excited. It's just, and hang out with you more.
Yeah, honestly, I mean,
Great times.
because you're not far from, realistically, you're about
not really.
45, 50 minutes drive.
It's a nothing.
And so while like the kids are at school,
Yeah.
I can always come up.
Mum was out to play.
Yeah, obviously you've come down here
Perfect.
today.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
all good things. So
Basically, guys, just know that exciting times ahead for us. It'd be
Definitely,
really,
yes,
really good.
definitely.
I'm really excited.
imagine we fall out right by the time this podcast comes out. Beth is no longer part of
We hate
Take the
each other.
Con.
Yeah, guys, today's episode's been cancelled. Beth's Judas.
You got James on here instead. Yeah.
I'll do a voiceover of James the whole time. It's like a voice changer.
Oh mate, hello.
But
Oh, fab.
realistically, I think that is most of what I. Well,
Yeah.
we're just having a chat.
Yeah, no, it did. It was nice.
Yeah. The only thing I was going to say to you is what I say to all my guests.
Mm.
If there was something in particular that you had in your head that do you feel like you haven't spoke about yet? Because, mate, the amount of times. So I'll let you have a think.
No, yeah.
The amount of times I've had people like, come on, I've loved it. As soon as we click shut off, they're like, no,
shit,
I've got to
yeah.
mention that.
Oh, I'm trying to think of Con.
I want to say, Beth, it's been lovely speaking to you about mental health because, like, I've never asked you about.
It's and I don't speak about it too much. 'Cause I think
Yeah.
only recently I've sort of recognised it for being something. Like it's
Yes.
actually a thing.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I haven't gone anywhere for it, but I know I've said to myself, if this gets worse, I've sort of I know where it is, and I thought to myself, if this gets worse or I need something, I feel like I know myself at the moment with it. Whereas before I felt a bit like all over the place.
Yeah.
But now I know that it's not. It sounds a bit cringe. It's not me. It's it's just part of it. It's like something else.
Yeah.
I can sort of keep it here.
It is. It's not you.
Yeah.
It's,
Whereas before I felt it was just so encompassing.
yeah. You've separated.
Yeah. I'm like, you're there.
Yeah.
I know that I'll feel better soon. It'll be okay. So what was I going to say? I can't
A really
remember.
big point I want people to go away with is that sometimes when you feel something, it's not permanent.
Yeah.
It's silly. It sounds
That's the
so
best
silly.
thing.
You can literally just
say.
wake up the next day and be.
Yeah.
And
And
you're like, why was he worrying
It's
about
so hard to remember at the time, isn't it? Right.
that?
But
Mate,
it just
yeah.
it will pass. Or it for me anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously you can't talk for
No,
everyone,
but I think
I'd
it's
say a lot of times it can just
big time.
it's not going to perhaps be instantly better, but that darkness you're in or that panic you're in, it doesn't last, you know. And you just got to remind yourself of that
Everything will
if
pass.
you can.
And-
Yeah.
And that's the key bit. If you can.
Yeah, if you can.
It is
Try
tricky.
your best, people.
Yeah, try your best to do it.
Never simple, is it? But
Yeah.
I
do you have-
suppose sorry, just
No,
to say, I mean
please.
it's I wanted to say
what
how
did you
great
say?
this podcast has been, as I was saying to you earlier in the car, as like a memorial for Connor, because as well as mental health, because we were all chatting about Connor in different ways. We all saw Connor through different eyes, and it's a lovely amalgamation of who he was. Because you got me from like 3, you got people that went secondary with him, you got people that knew him as an adult. It's just amazing to just have this
Yeah.
all as one thing, as like a little gift, little wrapped up,
It's
perfect
like a
little thing.
shrine.
Do you know what? A
verbal
non-creepy shrine. I
Yeah,
love it. I love
non-creepy.
it.
It's like a verbal thing, and that's such a nice way to think of it, Beth, because I've never thought of it in that sense. But also with the podcast, what I don't think many of my guests realise is that this sounds quite scary. It's permanent.
Yeah.
Unless they tell me like 10 years time, Finn, delete it.
Who are you?
Like genuinely, I can delete it. It'll be
Yeah.
gone forever.
No,
But
you're right.
But this is
Yeah.
like it's like you said, we've created this thing for Connor with all these different you summed up perfectly what you just said. And it's here forever.
Yeah.
And like unless people want to get it gone or like, you know what I mean?
But no, it's fantastic.
It's here. So people in 10, 20 years time then obviously take the Con be hopefully massive
Oh
by
yeah.
then. you know.
Yeah.
My words.
I said it.
It's on the video. And we could look back on this and go like, if anyone wants to know what Connor was like, listen to these episodes. You've got you that have known him from a young age, and you've got like CBR.
Yeah.
You kind of met him when Connor. Well, actually knew Connor for about 6 years before he passed, probably. But knew him really well.
Just exactly. Yeah.
Ryan literally knew him. I was there with him. Literally a week before he passed, was literally what his closest person to him, and hearing that side of things, it's
just this new thing that you just don't. so many things I've learned about Connor, which is lovely because you think when
Yeah.
someone's gone, you wouldn't learn anything new.
No.
But I have, and
Yeah,
it's so lovely. And like, because I still don't know that many of his friends, but like I've known them now through the podcast, through seeing people at the tournament, you know, seeing you with your stuff on social media. And it's just so nice because obviously this awful things happened.
Yeah.
But how much community has come. And that's quite unique because that doesn't happen all the time. People pass away. So it just also shows how wonderful Connor was, that so many people are still, 6-7 years later nearly.
Oh, mate, the fire's still
We're
going
all still
strong.
here. It's getting bigger. It's getting bigger every year.
And I think that's a really good point because I always say this about the viewers or listeners, is that they may just be watching this, you know, casually, like you may have, or I'm guessing, you know, just casual sort of. But some people listen to this as like a way out or beacon of trying to gain, you know, not advice, but just feeling heard and understood.
Oh yeah,
If there's anyone, I'll say this to the camera looking, because that camera's not on me, by the way, it's only on you. That one's on you. That one's the wide camera. I didn't tell you.
Oh, so I'm in both.
So you're in both, and I'm only in that one.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
But what I wanted to say I'll look at the camera for this. If you are watching or listening to this and you are, you know, dealing with your mental health, struggling or just kind of navigating it, just know if you are feeling suicidal, that when people say, "Oh, you're loved, you are loved," and you can't always see the woods for the trees or whatever, you know, you're kind of tunnel visioned. But seeing how loved Connor is, like the fact that you said it's growing bigger every year, I mean, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Like, and then Connor, it pains me to say it, but Connor didn't see that.
Yeah.
And it's a shame. And just let this be, I think, a reason that you are loved, like even if you don't see it. So. Yeah, thank you so much.
Here, well done. Yeah,
it's amazing.
This has been so good.
I'm so glad you're here.
Woo!
And like you said, I'm so glad you've come on.
Yeah,
it means so much to me.
Yeah.
I mean, you said it to, like, you know, if you need a podcast guest, I'm more like, Beth, you're in.
Yeah, he was straight in there.
Please, because it's been amazing.
It's been fabulous. Yeah, such a good. You should be so proud. This podcast is fantastic, and you can tell each guest that you've got with you is so relaxed and enjoying it. You know, you are fabulous. So you should be proud of yourself.
I appreciate it so much.
Top notch.
I appreciate it. One thing I want to say as well, quickly, just before you know, if you are interested in coming onto the podcast, like Beth just said, it can feel quite scary. But I didn't do this with you because you're my sister. But I have some people that I don't know, and what I do is I do this on purpose. They don't know this, so they're going to know now. But if they don't know me very well, I actually make sure that I have about 5 or 10 minutes where I'm setting up, but I've already set up, but I pretend to carry on setting up so they talk to me for like 5 minutes.
That's
so
a good idea.
It kind of warms them in.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's quite scary if they walk in that door. I'm like, right, sit down, we're chatting.
How's your mental health?
Yeah, how's your mental health? I actually pretend to like do a few things. Sometimes I'm genuinely behind. But sometimes I am really done, but I pretend to so they just talk to me and they get comfortable.
Yeah.
And then they sit down on the chair and then it flows. It's easy. So
yeah.
just know, guys, it's not as scary as it looks. Like, you know, you forget about the cameras. I forgot.
Oh god, yeah, it is actually.
Yeah,
you
don't even think about the camera.
No, you don't.
It's like, you know, it's really casual and chill. And if you feel like I'm going to tell you now, your voice does deserve to be heard. So if you are on the fence about coming on and you feel like you want to talk, but you're not sure, let this be your reason to to come on.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Message at Real Conversations on Instagram or message Finn, me. Why am I saying myself in third person? Actually, don't message me because I will not reply.
If we'll message back in 3 months, message Finn.
It's actually terrible that I'm doing a mental health thing. If you message Conversations, I will reply to you, I promise. If you message the podcast, I will see it and I will reply. So, you know, please do come on.
Yeah.
The very last thing I'm going to add, because we are running.
Yeah, what we're like.
We're okay?
Still? Nice.
We're okay, just. Very last thing was I mentioned about a song on the playlist. So it's a song that has meant sung to you in the past or has helped you through a time. Give it to me, sis.
It's a bit random. I don't know if many people
We're a
know
lot of
it
random
or,
songs.
Good, yeah.
Big random.
It's a song called Picking Oranges by Ledra Chapman.
Okay.
Yeah. So context. So my stepdad Phil, he passed away about 3 years ago now. Rest in peace, Phil. And one day on the way home from like Margate or Herne Bay or something, he put this album on, which was Ledra Chapman. I think it was Telling Tales. And I just loved it instantly. Like the whole album, I absolutely loved it. And just therefore it was associated with Phil for me. And whenever I'd feel like sad or emotional or melancholy, and I just wanted to listen to something, not too depressing, but also not like
Yeah.
It was just so, and it reminded me of then when I was like 12 or 13, like happier time, just chiller times. I loved it. And then since he's passed away as well, I've loved listening to it because I'm thinking about him, but I'm not like really upset. I'm kind of happy. I'm just feeling like connection with him.
It's more of a connection than like a sad memory.
It's not like, oh, I'm sitting on Miss Phil.
Miss Phil.
You know, it's like, oh, that's love. And it's just quite a emotive song without being too emotive.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a rare connection to have with that. A song that actually brings you happiness when someone's gone.
Yeah.
That's a really rare thing. I must have a song that reminds me of Conn. I can't think off the top of my head, but it is quite difficult to think of one that really links.
Yeah.
I love Connor used to love Tenacious D. Do you know Tenacious D? Like those songs are funny, so like whenever I listen to them, it makes me happy.
Yeah.
But I listen to Linkin Park, and I'm like. Anyway,
you can never tell what he was going to listen to next or do next.
No.
So you couldn't pin him down.
Yeah, but not take anything away from you.
No,
That's
at all.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I've just added to the playlist. So
lovely.
Do you use Spotify?
I don't actually.
You don't,
but is it? But I will now to get the playlist.
I'm not paid by Spotify.
I will check it out.
As well,
you can whack it on the drive home, couldn't you?
That's so funny because I don't tell anyone this, but I actually do it on the way home. If I'm driving them home, I
love it.
I put it on and they're like,
so cute. I'll guess which guest is who.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, we'll chuck it on.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Anyway, we'll wrap up.
Indeed.
Add the cringy bit to the end.
Please do.
So, this has been your host, Finn Tumber, as always. This has been your guest, Beth Tumber.
That's right.
Another Tumber.
What a coincidence.
Oh my God, my sister. And we will see you. Well, this will be coming out on the 9th of February. So that'll be, No, that can't be right.
8?
No, it is right. It is right. Sunday 9th, because Conn's birthday is the Wednesday. I know that because it's the Take the Con Wednesday, which I find so ironic.
Oh no,
it's crazy.
Bring a cake.
We're trying to actually organise a football match. I didn't even tell this to you. So if you're around, it's a Wednesday night. So.
I'll screw it. Oh my
God. It's up to you. I mean, it's only going to be a football game. It's going to be a bit cold, but see how you feel.
Yeah.
Always
no
going to
worries.
be a game, so don't worry if you can't make it. I mean, James, if James is still around, I'm going to try to get him down to play.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Make him run.
So you feel
Perfect. No, I'm with you.
Yeah. This is coming out on February 9th. We'll see you on. What's 14 add 9? February 23rd. February 23rd is the next episode after
There we go, yes.
There
See
you
you
go.
then.
See you later, guys.